Hello, my name is Justin Wilson, and this is assignment 4.4, case study video assignment presentation for negotiation and deal making online with Professor Eric Miles. Today, I'll be discussing the negotiation and deal making tactics used between Andre Young and O'Shea Jackson for the production of the summer blockbuster film Straight Outta Compton. During these negotiations, there are a host of disputes that need to be resolved before the final agreement can be reached. These issues include royalty splits, production costs, character depiction, salaries, casting, and defining a production and release schedule. As for each party's professional interest, we've taken into account the amount of industry experience and success achieved over the span of each contributor's career. Both being founding members of the popular rap group NWA, each musician has since developed into a powerhouse amongst industry professionals. Now, how a negotiator is perceived during the deal-making process highly contributes to their ability to influence their counterpart. Here, we see that both Jackson and Young have sustained multiple levels of success in their areas of industry, but being that the two initially started their music business careers together, these contrasting perspectives have an established history and may be more anxious during the negotiation process, not considering each other's individual successes. So during this course, we found that three concepts apply directly to the negotiation tactics used during the bargaining process. Specifically, being to identify the communication styles of Young as a listener and Jackson as a commander gives an in-depth understanding of each person's thinking process and anticipated actions during negotiations. Also, these traits play to the counterpart's professional strengths, as Young is known for using his listening abilities to produce music and establishing the well-known Beats stereo speaker brand. And as for Jackson, his ability to project his perspective in a decisive manner has made him one of the most respected lyricists in the rap community and independent film industry. Also, understanding that each party's professional positioning plays an important role in the deal-making process, Jackson can use his filmmaking experience as leverage to convince the opposition to secede to his strategies or choices. Oppositely, being the first billionaire in hip hop, Andre Young could adversely withdraw his connections with financial backers and stall the use of produced material to be used in the soundtrack. Lastly, game theory acknowledges that actions taken on either behalf could alter the ease of the negotiation process. With history behind the two opposing sides, the parties may know which tactics would invoke specific actions from the other, resulting in lengthened negotiations or even a potential stalemate. Ideally, this internal knowledge should be used to empathize with the other in order to achieve reasonable dispute resolution and avoid emotional outbursts. Fortunately, there were a handful of positive remarks to be made as a result of these disputes, such as civilized dispute resolutions, a consultation agreement, and finalizing a licensing contract, all within the process of mediation. Adversely, some negative emotions emerged during discussions, such as budget cuts, scripting controversies, nepotism accusations, and even disputes over which directors should be used. But in the conclusive agreement reached between the two conflicting parties, we see that the production was able to be finalized, holding both sides' specific interests in prominence. And in mutual respect, the parties agreed to several major factors that were potentially withholding advancement in the production planning process. As a result, Straight Outta Compton was one of the highest grossing films of 2015, although its initial $28 million budget had been nearly doubled into approximately $50 million by the production's end. Fortunately, the film grossed over $200 million for the year and earned a handful of awards, including Best Film nominations in 2016. This concludes my presentation and my analysis of the dispute between Andre Young and O'Shea Jackson, better known by Dr. Dre and Ice Cube, for the purposes of the film Straight Outta Compton. I thank you for your time and consideration.